You address yourself the way others need to address you. So address yourself correctly. So we talk of wisdom today. So that God Himself that owns us will be able to settle all things. I ask a question. Who among us today is free from offense? Raise up your hand. If you have not offended, raise up your hand. Then if we have all offended, let us try to accept each other. Proverbs 21:22. Wisdom of life. Our topic. Wisdom of life.
Proverbs chapter 21, verse 22.
Yes.
A wise man scaled the city of the mighty, and casted down the strength of the confidence thereof.
A wise man scaled the fence of the city. You pass through without attack. Either you go through by making jest of yourself to the people, or making it available, creating what will make men and women crack their ribs. You pass through a city of a strong man without harassment. A fool will pass through that same city, he will be killed. Because a foolish man that will pass through that city will display his arms. And when his arm is displayed, the owners of the city said he has come for war. He will be gone down. But a man of wisdom, we had his machineries. Either disguised as a madman or disguised as a tourist. First, he might just go to the head of the village. I salute you and have come and passed through your city. I recognize you to be the head of this city. I have come to pay homage. May you live long forever. And I need direction. I am a tourist. I am going to so and so place. Please, can you detail somebody that will lead me further? He escaped through. But the one that will say, I have ammunition, he will go to the headman place and lay ambush. Let me look for where to kill this man. If I kill the head of the family or the head of the city, I conquer them. How can only you conquer multitude? They have armory. A wise man escaped through the city of hearts. Put your hand together for Jesus. Wisdom is the key to success. How have you applied your wisdom? How have you used it? How had the mighty fallen in your hands? Who do you think is after you that you run it? Even if you are being pursued, stand your ground. Know who pursues you first before you run. That people might not time you as a madman. Wisdom is the success of life. Ecclesiastes 9. Verse 15 and 16. Wisdom of life.
Matthew chapter 9, verse 15. Now there was found in it a poor wise man.
Go again. Drop that mic.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 15. Now there was found in it a poor wise man,
Yes.
and he by his wisdom delivered the city.
Okay.
Yet no man remembered that same poor man.
There was a man, poor. His city was on duress. But this poor man delivered the whole city. And because he's poor, nobody remember him. May we be remembered for our good in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Right on.
Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard.
Wisdom. Because he's poor, nobody knows, recognizes him. Just imagine if the man that rescued the city was a rich man. It would have been published all over. Even children are born will come and read of it. May we not labor for nothing. May we not labor in vain. May our word prove evil in our time. Wisdom of life. It's not how you walk matters. Your effect on people matters most. It's your effect on the people that is the legacy you are leaving behind. Wisdom. There are so many poor footballers that play for our great nation, Nigeria. Played longer than Kanu Wankwo. Played longer than Okocha. Yet today, they are not remembered. Even the child that is unborn when Kanu and Okocha was reigning, they still remember Kanu. They remember Okocha. But there are men who has tutored these fellows to standard, but they are not remembered. Kanu Wankwo has a coach that brought him to Limelight. Who can tell me the coach? Hello? Who can mention the name of the coach that brought Kanu to Limelight? You don't know, but you know Kanu. Isn't it? His hard work is known. But Kanu will know who brought him out. While he was here training in Ministry of Works, nobody know him. Nobody. It was a coach that's still going, this guy will be good. Let me polish him. He polishes him and showcases him. Men of intellectual input came for him and took him out. But the same coach was still local. But the one he brought up become an international player. May we not labor in vain. Is there? When Osazo David here was here, I remember when we started this church. We will be there under the shade. Sazer will carry boot over his shoulder, passing through there. He's going to Itohan Grammar School, Adesuwa Grammar School, to go and train. And after laboring, he passes through here. He meets us. Somebody was training him there. He become a professional. Yet, if the coach still lives, nobody know him. Except if Osaze today remember, this was the man that brought me. Let him help me. If whatever he's giving to him is also a peanut compared to what he has getting intelligently. Are you aware? A mentor. Mentor people. Not all that he mentored remember him. Not all. And that is why when you recommend a wife or a husband for anybody, when the marriage is sweet, they don't remember you. But when the marriage soils, they remember you and say, this man pushed me to this problem. This woman pushed me to this problem. When it was rosy, did you still remember the people? Somebody slap your hand for Jesus Christ. Wisdom of life. A governor today that is seated has somebody that mentored him. And so when they get there, they throw down the ladder. And that is why some never do second term. And when some get elective position, the only position they got the first time is what they will ever get in their life. When they want to go to the second one, the route at which get them that position have been blocked. They become stagnant. I was talking to, I think my wife some few weeks back. A young guy came and he was elected one of the members of House of Rep. He was not married. A young man. He was there. He was owning. A time he became the leader. How many of us still hear of him? Today, politically. I told you before now, there is no profit in arrogancy. But there's always downfall in arrogancy. If you don't care, you care. Yes. And when you care, you will. Those are the things one must put into use. Vocally, represent yourself well. Technically, represent yourself well. Morally, represent yourself well. And in spiritual terms, also represent yourself well. That all will be well with you. No man is a donkey. No man. If you can train a dog to hear man, you can also train cat to hear man. It depends on your